What's up, guys? What's going on? My live stream has been kind of wonky lately, so I'm just checking my audio and stuff like that. Feel free to call in if you want to at 720-727-7572. I'd be happy to take your call as long as you're not crazy. Or if you are crazy, that sounds good too. Let's just get into look at some of these news clips.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here with a deal from...
Dear God, Ryan Reynolds, I do not want to hear about your deal, bro. I'm sick of your deal. Hi, it's Ryan Reynolds. Okay, Ryan. Let's get some news.
President Biden, a short time ago on Capitol Hill, meeting with House Democrats, moderates and progressives together behind closed doors. And we have just learned tonight the president appearing to float a compromise. His domestic agenda at stake.
Just want to make sure my audio is good.
$1 trillion bill for roads, bridges,
my audio has been kind of crazy.
The larger one that would expand health care, child care, and fight climate change. The price tag on that bill is what's making news right now. Sources say the president floated a new price tag, a range.
Dude, Ryan Reynolds, he's the man. America's Scar, what up? I'm just checking my audio. My audio has been so wonky.
With his domestic agenda on the line, President Biden today
is
to try and unite his own party.
President. Hey, come on, man.
President meeting with House Democrats.
Hey, good.
Just over half an hour.
It's good to hear, man. Or woman, I don't know. I love it when he gets all pissed off. Stop yelling at me. I can only take one question at a time. God. He's nuts. He is nuts. I want to see that again. Let's see that. Let's see that replay.
President meeting with House Democrats for just over half an hour.
I'm telling you, we're going to get this done. It doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter whether it's 6 months, 6 days, or 6 weeks. We're going to get it done.
Sources in the meeting tell us the president floated a
Joe Biden has a little bit of anger issues he needs to deal with. There's the Joe Biden we all know. He's the guy that voices. I know. No, seriously. What the heck? That was like such a freak out. It doesn't matter when it's being done. It doesn't matter.
Compromise between moderates in the Senate and progressives in the
he's
House.
So amped up.
$1.9 to $2.2 trillion price tag for a sweeping bill covering everything from early childhood education to health care to fighting climate change. Progressives want $3.5 trillion, saying until there's a vote on that, they won't support the separate bipartisan.
How about $4 trillion? How about $5 trillion? Why 3?
Infrastructure bill.
We need a vote. We need to be real. Are we going to deliver universal pre-K to this country or not? Are we going to expand healthcare to our seniors and include dental or not?
But the head.
That's right. Seniors do not have dental. What? Where did this narrative come from? Can we just have a real moment and say, where did this? My grandparents have always had dental. Just okay.
The Progressive Caucus hinting if Speaker Pelosi and President Biden can reach an ironclad agreement with moderate Senators Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema, that might be enough.
What are you up to tonight, man?
That there is no delay and that there's no misunderstandings about what we agreed to. And so if there's something else that's short of a vote.
I'm a brave man for trying to bear this. Thank you. I'm trying to. If you're not laughing, you're crying. And I just choose to laugh at all this. I mean, seriously, so much of politics is it's just so silly. It's just people that can't get a real job and they're trying to make a real job out of it somehow. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Why else would you get into politics? I don't know.
Somebody can offer me that gives me those same assurances. I want to listen to that.
But
just hanging out? Nice. Me too.
Me Me? Yeah. I'm here, baby.
I'm here, baby.
They'll be there this weekend. Let's get right to Rachel Scott live on the Hill tonight.
Rachel, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings? And what's going on in your head?
You'll be watching from Washington as well. And Rachel, the president saying it doesn't matter if it takes 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 weeks, as we all heard there, to pass these bills. But of course, veterans on the Hill know the longer this drags out, the trickier this all gets.
That's exactly right, David. And a troubling
That's
sign
right,
for Democrats is
David.
They've been working all week to close this deal, and tonight they still do not have the votes to get it passed. Some members left that meeting with the president frustrated. I just spoke to one Democrat who said victory would have been a path forward, but right now we're still searching for that. David?
All right, Rachel
David.
Scott still leading us off Friday night, and the days are counting. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here.
All right, next. That was great. That was great humor. The comedy is endless. It seriously is endless. It's just there's just so much going on. Wait, is it just a different take from the Hill? All right, what's this? Is this the same thing? Oh, it's all on one side of my ear. I don't like that. Did you hear her? No. Let's go back. God, I can't stand her. I try not to like just be a jerk about politics and like say mean things for the sake of being mean, but Nancy Pelosi, just people that like Mitch McConnell and her just been there way too long. No.
Different questions, and they're all legit. I'm telling you, we're going to get this done. It doesn't matter when.
It doesn't matter. Delicious propaganda, totally not pre-play. I know. Yeah, I know. Seriously, I don't. Part of me feels like they never thought this was going to happen. U.S. death toll. They don't do death tolls for any other, thing. Oh, the vaccine mandates. God, I can't.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on a busy.
Honestly, though, like Gavin Newsom is level 10 boss at most levels for me. He's already surrendering to the news. Are you talking about Joe Biden? Yeah. I don't think he can't take the heat. Like, the media like went on a whole nother level when Trump became president, and then all of a sudden, they slowed down, but then they're starting to ramp back up, especially after Afghanistan. And I don't think he can take it. Oh no. My camera froze. See, this is what I was talking about. Let's see. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, let's see what this
Friday
is about.
night, we begin with a flurry of major developments in the COVID pandemic. From coast to coast, California's governor made a monumental announcement today requiring COVID vaccines for all school kids from kindergarten to 12th grade, once vaccines for kids are fully approved by the federal government.
Definitely it could be, man. It's probably both.
Well, tonight, as the U.S. nears 700...
It's hard to trust any numbers. I just... With all that stuff that went on early on the pandemic, it's not like they changed that.
1,000 deaths from the coronavirus. The U.S. drug company Merck says it has developed a new pill that could be a game changer when it comes to treating coronavirus.
But they're went out. Check. All right. What is going on? I think I'm getting cyber attacked. When Florida is doing better than California in the pandemic. Yeah. With no lockdowns, no mandates. Yep. Yeah.
Merck is now planning to seek emergency use authorization from the FDA for the world's first antiviral pill to treat COVID. And there's breaking news.
America's Guard. I'm curious. Are you more likely... Look at this. Ooh. Ooh. Are you more likely to take a pill to help fight COVID like Merck than the vaccine? I'm always curious about that. And why? Like, what are your thoughts? curious, like, what your vibe is on throw my pillow on your computer to stop the cyber. I should. If you don't feel comfortable talking about Merck, that's fine. I'm just curious what your thoughts are on that.
In New York City, where a group of public school teachers asked the Supreme Court to block a vaccine mandate.
What'd you say? Forced to take Pfizer vaccine for my college. Oh, yeah. I think you told me that. Yeah. Okay. But if you had a choice, would you have I'm just curious. I'm always curious, like, if you weren't forced or whatever to take it in order to go to college, are you, even if you have the vaccine, are you okay with taking, like, this Merck drug?
That's set to kick in today.
Does that get you more excited?
Right now,
like, are you not going to take the booster and you're going to do Merck instead? There's a delay. Yeah, I got like a 4-second delay. Just because. All right, I'll take it off. You never know with these kids these days.
Off our coverage. Good evening, Nikki.
Nora, good evening. Here in New York City, the deadline is just passed for all public school staff to get at least one vaccine dose or face termination. And we just learned the Supreme Court has refused to block that mandate. And today, another mandate in California, all eligible.
Would you say, none? I am a healthy young male with a good immune system. I need nothing. Well, there you go.
School-age children must be vaccinated against COVID as soon as the FDA gives full approval for the shot.
We want to end this pandemic.
Ugh, God, I cannot stand this guy. I don't understand how Californians voted for this guy. Even if you are a Democrat, he just seems like an evil boss. He looks like something out of like a Mario cartoon, or like he's like Wario or something. Deborah on Facebook, what's up? I need to know what kind of pill. It's the Merck pills that they're trying to get FDA approved for COVID-19. Apparently it keeps you from going to the hospital. I'm just always curious about that as far as like these new drugs. And I know that I think Pfizer's making a vaccine. A new drug that's people are saying is pretty close to ivermectin. I don't really know too much about it though.
California Governor Gavin Newsom took a bold step today, making his state the first to mandate COVID vaccinations for eligible children in public and private schools once the vaccine is approved by the FDA.
In fact, I anticipate other states to follow suit as well.
The vaccine will be added to the list of other vaccinations like measles and chickenpox required by schools in California. About a third of California kids 12.
Would you say legitimate governor? He used $100 million to secure democracy in 2020 election in Georgia runoffs. He's an illegitimate governor. Yeah. With the voting machine. Yeah, I know. I got family that live in California, and they were really looking forward to Larry Elder or literally anyone else going in there, and I think they have high hopes. But now that Gavin, Newsom already won, he's going to come back in. He's going to ram stuff like this even more. I mean, forcing these kids to get it. Kids, 12, 13 years old. I don't understand that. There's the likelihood of them having a severe illness is so low. Unless you're a 13-year-old and you're morbidly obese. Then there could be a discussion to be talked about. But, no one wants to talk about that kind of stuff. Larry would be great, but he's better than... Yeah, wouldn't be great, but anybody's better than Gavin. I can't stand... He's like the worst of the worst politicians. The fact that he shut down California and then he himself went out for dinners and stuff like that. That's just unreal. I don't get it. I don't.
12 to 17 are not vaccinated against COVID.
I'm 100% in favor of it.
Meanwhile, today, drug company Merck announced its experimental pill, molnupiravir, could be a game changer to treat COVID.
This is quite impactful data that we hope offers a little ray of hope during.
What about the monoclonal antibodies? Don't we already have a game changer? Injecting a vaccine that bypasses your natural antibody production. The mRNA vaccines are improved and the technology is new. It is new. Yeah. I'm not a doctor, so I choose not to fully engage and try to, but I didn't do it. So I'm not forced to do it in my job. So thank God. I'm not the youngest chicken in the coop, but I definitely work out and eat healthy every day. So it's unbelievable, man. The kids should get it. But if they're at risk of the virus, yeah, I know their survival rate is unreal, unless the kids want to get it, and then the parent, the forcing is just so silly.
In this dark time of the pandemic,
we don't force kids to get the flu
vaccine. In the trial, patients with mild to moderate COVID at risk for serious illness were given treatment over 5 days. Data showed it reduced the risk of hospitalization by 50% with no deaths. There were 8 deaths in the group given a placebo.
Okay, well, that's awesome. Put it out there. I mean, the whole point is not to be in the hospital. That's literally the whole point. This virus is going to be around forever. The point is not to die and end up in the hospital. We all have a bad cold or, have a fever for a day or so. I mean,
the results were so promising, the trial stopped recruiting participants, and the company is now racing to file an emergency use authorization with the FDA. Nationwide, cases of COVID continue to decline after the summer surge, but 56-year-old Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh didn't escape its reach, testing positive for COVID.
These people that are testing positive for COVID, I'm just like, how often do you get tested? Election says 467. Yeah. I've always heard, if anything's free in life, you're the product. So know that.
Fully vaccinated Justice is asymptomatic, but likely.
I don't understand that. Asymptomatic. Why even get tested? Seriously, why? You're asymptomatic. Your PCR test. I've been sick during since COVID got started, and I never got a test because I was never so sick that I needed to go. I just don't understand. And my whole family works in ICUs too, so they were just like, "Why you don't need to go test it? A virus of deadly numbers had to be made." I am RNRT. You're an RN and an RT. Registered. What's a registered T? What's the T? I do not trust anything about this. It's not normal. What's an RNRT? If anything, life is free. You're the product day. Seriously, America's Guard, take that. If anything, like Gmail, you think the Gmail is just free? They're watching you. That's why your phone is listening. I think these are false positives. Yeah. Remember when The View had the false positive? I did a whole story on that, and no one talked about that. I couldn't believe that no one discussed false positive. It's like this weird thing that you're not allowed to talk about. Yes, nurse and radiation tech. You're a radiation tech. So you're a nurse and a radiation tech? Huh. It's like 2 different jobs, isn't it? Or are you doing 2 at the same time? So my wife is a nurse, so I'm trying to understand. I don't know the lingo too. I know most of the lingo. Like my wife works in the ICUs, but radiation tech. I don't know too much. Are you forced to get vaccinated wherever you are, Deborah? I'm curious. Or did you do a religious exemption and get it passed, or did you not even have to? I know there's a ton of hospitals that are forcing this issue right now, but I know that some are okay with the religious exemption. Those are pretty easy to get through.
Won't be on the bench when the new term starts on Monday. And in New York City tonight, the deadline for all school employees to get at least one shot has passed. About 20% of nearly 4,600 school safety agents still have not been vaccinated against COVID and will not be eligible to work Monday. Hundreds could be forced to take unpaid leave.
Hey, America's Guard, take it easy, man. Appreciate you for stopping by.
Or lose their jobs.
Do you think schools will be less safe on Monday?
Schools will definitely be less safe on Monday because you have less school safety agents.
I can't afford to live on the streets. I need money to take care of my bills.
The threat of losing her job pushed school cafeteria worker Allison Boston to get her first dose this week reluctantly.
Now that you have a vaccine dose, do you feel safer?
Yes, I ran a department in pediatric hospital. I waited, but did the J&J. Oh, okay, you did it. My mom's a nurse, and she did J&J as well. Because she had to too. She is refusing to get the booster though, so I haven't gotten any of them. So I mean, for the Republic, for what's left. Yeah, thanks, America's Guard. In the pediatric. That's crazy you work in pediatrics. That takes a big heart to work in pediatrics. I couldn't work with kids dying. That's so sad to me.
You're going into school?
Yes. Honestly, yes.
Did you hear that stupid question they just asked that woman? Do you feel safer now that you have the vaccine? And she said yes. It's like, if you already have it, you better say that. Or else, like, why? Unvaccinated NYC teacher.
We're just on the cusp of
Oh, I hate when news agencies use this word, blasts. I hate that word so much. It's so ridiculous. This person blasted this person. Sorry, the J&J is targeted. Also, your body normally creates. Yeah, the vaccines are targeted. And don't worry. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I wondered about the whole new variants and stuff like that. So, I wondered about the reason they need to have boosters because it only lasts for 6. I don't know. Is it 6 months? I don't know. I'm not trying to give health advice, and I'm not trying to lose my YouTube channel at the moment. So, but I want to hear about this nurse, this unvaccinated teacher, blast medicine man, blast. Oh gosh, shut up. I love children are innocent. Their disease is anything but Korean, but yeah. I used to be a school teacher, and I miss working with kids. So shout out to you.
Today, get vaccinated, or they put us on leave on Monday morning without pay. We're not entitled to unemployment, and we can't.
That is crazy to me that you're not entitled to unemployment. That's seriously. The amount of people that are on unemployment that shouldn't be on unemployment, and just like, what's it called? Disability and stuff like that. The amount of people that get by, the fact that these people are given a no is unreal.
So they really, I liken this to psychological warfare. I've been in school this whole time. All of a sudden, at some arbitrary date, I become a danger to the children? No. Okay? They're going to bring in substitute teachers. I'll tell you what will be a danger to the children. Bringing in subs that don't know the children in a time where they talk so much about social, emotional well-being. I'm put in a position where I have to think about, do I take this shot and go to work and be with the children that I love and and financially be able to help take care of my family?
Right.
Or do I not do it and financially not be able to take care of my family?
That's
That's a horrible place to be in, especially if you're a person like me who, one, has immunity, has antibodies, and two, has suffered in the past from blood clots.
Dang. Hey, she's right about that. That's tough. That is tough. What else is going on? Deaths by police violence. Let's watch one more video. Let's refresh it and see if anything new's popped up. Deborah, you're awesome for doing pediatrics. Seriously. All right, nothing new. All right, this stream is mainly just for me to figure out my audio. My audio's been kind of weird. I'm trying to fix it when I do live streams, and I don't like it when it's slow or whatever. Deborah, have a fantastic night. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the show. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm going to go live more often. And always feel free to call this number, 720-727-7572. Call or text. You can leave me a message. Or you can go, if you want to support the show, go to buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. All one word. Derek O'Shea Show. All one word. Together, Deborah said, I worked in a pediatric hospital my entire career and never wore a mask except in the ER and operating room. I really got sick. Wash your hands and don't touch your face. Yeah. I know. Yeah, no one talks about washing their hands very often. Happy Friday, Deborah. Thank you. I'll go live tomorrow. Check out how the world is doing. We'll do news updates like I did tonight. I appreciate you, Deborah. Have a fantastic night. I'll see you next time. Be sure to check out my show I did today. All right.